Actually, did you want to read the Steam description?
I did. I did want to do that, and I will do that. Here we are. Bathe in the sights, sounds, and story of Cook Serve Forever, a narrative cooking game where you serve delicious recipes to the hungry masses of Helianthus? Yes, let's go with that. Yeah, Helianthus. Play your way with perks that dynamically change the difficulty while you help Nori and her partner Bree make it big in the culinary world.
Sweet. So, and I like food, so this is perfect.
I like food.
We both like food. So
We like food.
Good. Yeah, we like food.
Awesome.
Do y'all like food?
Do you also eat?
I also eat.
Amazing. We have all these things in common.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Helianthus. Please
Hey, you said it
put
right.
your
I kinda
hands
said it.
together for your culinary queen, Chef Rhubarb.
Hi, Swedish Wargoats. Good to see you.
Hello,
How are you doing?
Helianthus.
Hey, Switch
What
Wargo.
a delight for you to be here this
Dude,
evening.
I need to get a suit that does
That's what I was
that.
about to say. I want that suit.
Tonight, I will be making uovo al tartufo, a delectable egg yolk ravioli with
Buttercream and truffles.
Whoa. And as always,
I do like food. I can.
this recipe and in life be no less than the best.
I'm actually a pretty big fan of rhubarb.
We're doing pretty good. I would say that May's been kind of a shit show, but it's almost over, so cheers. Right?
May can only get better from this point on.
Yeah.
Well, I hope. Knocking on wood.
How's my birthday girl? Mom, you're home. I've got a surprise for you. Remember how I said we couldn't do normal presents this year?
Yeah, why?
I was thinking that instead, we could have your favorite for dinner. Your Ribolita? Yes.
Rebelita.
except
I've never
this
even
time
heard
it's
these
going to be
I'm looking it
words
up.
before.
Ribolita. Happy birthday.
They really
What
they
is it?
like food more than us
Nothing
because I've
yet.
never heard of these things.
But this will be your very own recipe book. I'm going to teach you how to cook.
It's
and
a
we're going
Tuscan
to
bread
start
soup.
With your favorite.
Ooh,
Come on.
does it look good?
Yeah.
All I know is I love blood. I said blood because I was reading Swedish workout talking.
Azzy!
I love blood.
What's the matter with you?
I love blood.
All I know is I love blood.
Great. Let's start with the easy
Do you love
stuff.
blood too?
That escalated very quickly.
Swedish workout said blood is dripping in and on my face, so having a fun late May over here. Oh my god! Do you need to go to the ER? Or did
While
you
we
meet
appreciate your viewership, I suggest you, you know,
you tripped.
Get medical care.
Oh my god! Please get medical care. I was gonna ask, did you talk to a vampire? Oh my god! Please get medical care if you start to feel woozy. I don't think that's good for you.
oh no, me versus the world. Well, as part
Well,
of the
we're
world,
rooting for
I'm on
you.
your side.
Like,
Don't bleed out.
Don't bleed out, please don't. Okay. So this is the tutorial part. I gotta learn to cook, and sometimes I might hand this off to Nord as well.
Oh,
But I don't think this is supposed to be difficult. But it doesn't matter, because I still would make Nord to cook anyways, because you cook a lot here at home, wouldn't you say?
that's true. And personally, as soon as I see this induction stove right here,
Yeah,
I'm like, I need one of those.
you need one.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Well, you were telling me induction stoves are actually work better than our electric stove.
Yes.
So.
We have one of those electric stoves that tries to pretend it's induction by looking like one,
Mhm.
and it's not.
Okay, press the button shown one time. Press both buttons at the same time. Okay. Oh, they're gonna do two. Oh my gosh. Okay.
If you don't mind, what did you trip over? I made a lot of boo-boos when I was young, and to the point where I had to learn how to give myself stitches.
I've tripped over my own feet and hurt myself many times. So, you know, don't ever feel bad about tripping because
I think your claim to fame was the roller skating.
Oh, yeah, I broke my wrists like a total of 7 times. Okay, maybe
Thorn got
one
the
of those
clip.
times.
Hiya, Thorn.
It's because I was reading chat while I was trying to talk. All I know is I love blood. I was reading what Swedish War Goat said right when I was trying to say food, but I was also reading what Swedish War Goat said and ended up saying I love blood. Nothing. I was drunk, tripped over my own shoe or something was totally my fault.
Yeah.
Hey, you were drunk, so that's a good excuse. I do it even when I'm not. So
Yeah. As a sober person beating the crap out of my face, you know, I don't have very many things to make up for. However, since I've had a cane, I have tripped a lot less. It's
that's true.
It's good to have 3
I
legs.
trip more now that you have a cane because I've tripped over your cane.
This is true.
Whether you're holding it or not.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
At least once a day, she'll run into my cane somewhere inside.
Dude, I'm serious though. Please be careful. Like, if you start not feeling good, please go get it checked out. Like,
Blood is dripping. I feel like a metalhead over here. That does sound pretty metal.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, press the previous button 1 time. Okay, so press any ingredient button 1 time. Press the previous button. Okay.
I'm
So
always and never careful. Well, hey, and you would be able to recognize metal. I mean, Scandinavia is home to the best metal, so I mean.
Okay. So, previous, any, previous.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I understood
I think
that.
I need some stitches, though. Yeah, if you need stitches, it's good to get.
Yeah, go see the doctor, seriously. Take care of yourself. Like...
We'll see when I wake up.
Oh my
Well, hopefully
God.
you wake up. Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Dude, do I need to call the...
Is there any possibility you have a concussion?
Like, yeah, do you think you might have a
Because-
concussion?
Yeah.
Dude, like, we need to call somebody for you? That's the concern. That's kind of my concern. You tell
You're
us
not
that.
an American. You don't have to avoid the costs, okay? You'll be fine. Yes, we understand here that you can end up going bankrupt as a result of medical costs, but you're not in America. You're just watching Americans. Don't live vicariously through our horrible healthcare system.
Please.
It's free here. Exactly. Get stitches for all of us.
Yeah. All right. We gotta press the button multiple times. The amount is shown below. Okay, so twice, and then any.
Thorn said,
X.
walk it off to the emergency department.
Okay, celery. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, do I have to wait for it? Okay, I see. We gotta wait for it.
You gotta do your timing. Thorn, I paid $99 for a regular dose of Tylenol when I was at the hospital. Damn! Yeah, they'll nail you on that stuff. Swedish. We, playing Way the Weed? Yes!
Wait. I want to be shocked. I think I know there's like a weed seller game or something
Yes,
like that.
there's like, pot dispensary tycoon or something.
Yeah, I think but I've never seen a Wade the Weed game.
Speaking of which,
there probably is.
If you look in our county, like, most of the jobs are at the hospital, because we have a fairly new, decently sized hospital in our town. And then, like, the other half of the jobs are at assorted dispensaries. Like,
Yeah.
that's what our county
Yeah,
is.
that's kind of what our county. And then churches everywhere. Honestly, we don't need as many churches as there are in our
they're
area.
always... That's us. Like, every corner is, like, a church, a gas station, a dispensary, and then one more of those 3.
Yeah. And then people are like, well, should I spend my money on the medical care or the weed dispensary? like really? Like,
You sure you don't have a concussion? I hope not. I'm just bleeding out on the keyboard.
oh my god, dude, that's scary. I'm serious.
Do you have one where you can take the keys off and clean it up? I really hope so, because
I don't want you to die while we're streaming. So if something, I'm serious. If you need us to call someone, you need to tell us, because if you die while we're streaming, I'm gonna feel a million times bad and be like, oh my god, this is not good.
Shit, I tripped 20 minutes ago and it's freaking dripping.
Oh my god, you
For
need
life.
to please take care of yourself. Put something, I don't know how the head injury stuff, but like put some pressure, like get something and put pressure on it. Like get a clean cloth or something, put some pressure on it.
That can help.
And that can help the bleeding. Because you're kind of freaking me out a little bit. Or you don't need to do blood sacrifice for the new Diablo like that. Yeah,
true.
I don't think you need to.
I tried to put pressure on it, but it got wet. Oh, if you just keep cycling out the things, that should help. No, it's all good. Heal loaded. Well.
Okay. So something happens.
At least you're gonna go to Valhalla because you did it while fighting. I mean, that's the positive side, right?
Okay. The not, when it says not, do not press this button. Press any other ingredient button instead. The not tag can be tricky, but careful. Okay. That's gonna like... This is gonna do a mind trip on me when it says not. Don't press it. Okay, so not that. So I'm guessing it can be anything. Not that. Oh, okay, so we have to hold it down. Okay.
Yeah, Hazzy used to like always fall when roller
Damn
skating
it,
and break
I
her
did it
ribs. I think my most common thing was falling when climbing.
Yeah.
I cracked a bunch of ribs one time, and it was not good. So, you're making virtual beans. I think there's a lot more to it than that, but the recipe is referred to as
Not previous.
ribollata? Ribollita? Ribollita.
You got it.
Okay.
I'm not very good in...
Rabolita?
Looks kind of British. It's Italian.
It does look kind of British.
But yeah, if you throw enough beans in, it would be British.
It looks British because of the beans. No, he's 100% correct. Because that's what you would have for like
everything?
an English breakfast.
Yes.
You know? Like, that's what it looks like.
They're like, hey, we conquered half the known world in order to get spices. And what do we eat? Bland food!
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I'm really going to have a hard time with this. This is like messing with my brain right now with the knots. Okay, so not triangle, but I'm going to do square.
Ribollito. Yeah, something like that.
And then I'm going to do circle. And then
I made
do
beer
triangle.
bread yesterday for everybody.
Oh
at
my
home.
god, it was delicious. Oh my god,
And
the
none of it
beer bread
survived
was
until
really
today.
good. Yeah. Yeah. And then
It was
not
all
previous.
eaten.
Okay, any button.
Beer bread, yes. Instead
Not
of
previous.
so like half the liquid that you put in is, or at least half of it is beer, along with the half that's water. So normally when you're doing bread, you know, a fair amount of the liquid is water, but yeah, you throw in beer instead. Which one did I use? It was an Italian, or sorry, I'm thinking of the food that you're making. It was a Irish lager.
Harp. It's called Harp.
Harp. Yes.
Yeah, it's like our lightest beer that we have.
Yes.
Is Harp.
So yeah, that's what
Because
we
they
use for making our beer
suggested
bread.
in the recipe to use the lightest beer. I honestly like darker beers if
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink a beer. I don't drink beer often, but when I do like the darker beers. Yeah, it's just mainly there to give it like this sourness.
Not light beer,
Not
isn't
like it-
like light calorie
yeah,
beer,
not
but
like-
lighter
lighter color.
color.
Yeah, lighter
Like
color.
a lager.
Like a lager, yeah.
Because we otherwise have Guinness and Killian's Red. We got our Irish beer pack.
So I don't know.
You are excused. Well, thank you.
Okay, I don't know what's happening now. It's just, did I break the game?
Hazzy. Don't break the game. If you did.
It was in the tutorial, but it starts out with the tutorial and then it's supposed to go on from there.
If you did break it, you know what that means.
Yeah, we have to do the break the game counter.
Yep.
Do you remember how to do break the game counter? British cuisine, best in the world.
No context British status. Let me take a look.
You know something I don't think I could try is that the black pudding. I think
Oh
I'm
my
too
god,
scared
that's
to do it.
horrible. Oh.
That's gross.
That is so wrong.
Okay, y'all, I think I broke the game.
And I think Thorn just broke my eyes.
I think Thorn just broke
My eyes!
I've never tried black pudding, and I don't think I ever will. I think it kind of scares me a little bit.
You don't think you should be adding blood to everything that you cook?
Mm.
I mean, Swedish is here helping people get it. His keyboard's going to have enough for a recipe.
Can you do exclamation mark? I don't know if it's break.
Blood.
It's break the game if it's all together, and then add ADD.
Oh, okay.
Break the game, add. I broke the game, so add it to the... I think it's a space. I don't know. I haven't done it in forever. I don't remember. Okay, let's try this again, y'all. I can't believe... I didn't do anything. I swear to God, it just, like...
Yes, you do need to go away from the keyboard and get something done about that.
Yeah.
It's dripping. I suspect I need stitches. Please get stitches.
Yeah, be careful, please. Like, seriously, I'm worried. If you need to go to the emergency room, do not hesitate. Just go. Like,
While we love spending time with you, we prefer you living.
yeah, I'd prefer you be alive. Alive and, like, not bleeding everywhere. Like,
It'll cost me $2 too much. Okay, see, that's where you're just being rude. You're just rubbing it in. Hazzy wanted to, her insurance denied her getting a stress test.
Yeah, because I wanted to see if I had a blockage in my heart, because apparently I have diastolic dysfunction where it's like my heart won't relax enough to allow enough blood in, but it's very mild, so as long as I'm like being healthy, which I'm doing now, and I'm like watching what I eat and exercising and all that, I'll be okay. So it shouldn't be too bad, but I could get if it progresses too far, I'll get congestive heart failure. But the doctor was like, we also need to do a stress test because it will check to see if you have any blockages or artery disease or anything like that, just to be sure. He doesn't think I had, my doctor doesn't think I necessarily had it, but my insurance was like, we don't feel it's medically necessary, so no.
Yeah. And so we were like, you know what? Let's just find out how much it is to pay for it out of pocket.
Yeah.
And it was up to $7,000.
Yeah.
To have her run on a treadmill with an EKG hooked up.
Yeah. And then they like,
we could buy an EKG cheaper.
That's true.
And then send the data to a doctor and ask them to interpret it.
We could probably go to another country cheaper.
We can fly to Norway, hang out for a month, get it done, frickin' have some of that Swedish stuff that the surströmming, whatever.
Oh, the surströmming, yeah.
That guy's always trying to get us to eat. And then probably have to go to the hospital from eating that. And then pay off those 2 debts in the hospital, and then come home and save money.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right. Welcome to Moraine. So it did progress, it looks like. It just dumped me though. After that, I don't know why.
Okay.
Are you on chat? Because I
am on chat.
Okay. Welcome to Moraine. While Nori's hometown has been seen better days, there's still fun to be had cooking in her food cart around this cozy city. Select Moraine Lookout to head to the markets and begin your first shift of the day.
So Swedish had said, I can die here and I'll be good. $10. Thorn, but what about who has to clean up the mess? I don't care. I die, not my mess. I give the cleaner and the medical attention. $10. Don't make me get my stapler. They actually, I'm not sure if they have it as available there, but liquid stitches works pretty well. It's just like this type of glue that you can put over these situations, and it seals it up pretty well.
Romero, how's it going?
Slow as usual. You?
Yeah, same.
It'll pick up again for you someday. So, what will it be today?
All right.
Yeah, what'll it be, Hazzy?
Let's start with a hot dog.
Sounds good. I'll ask for that. Yeah, definitely.
Pick 6. Oh, we have to pick 6. I'm going with the easiest ones.
Hazzy's like, this is like 4 ingredients. I got it.
what I want. The easiest ones. Okay, this looks like a salad. We'll go with that.
It's a Cobb salad. It literally says it.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't reading that. Soft taco. What is this? Fettuccine, poutine. Maybe we'll go with poutine.
What the hell?
Ooh,
Are
eggs
you in
Benedict.
Are you in Canada?
Tea sandwiches. Shawarma. Shawarma's good. Korean corn dog. Ooh, maybe that. Donut and grilled cheese. Let's go with a donut. I don't know. What do you think? What else should we go with? I got 4. You want to pick 2? Or somebody in chat want to pick 2? What should we go with?
Yeah, first 2 answers in chat get to pick.
No, burger, fettuccine, poutine, eggs Benedict, tea sandwiches. I don't know
Swedish
what
says
the hell
4.
a tea
Are you meaning the 4th one in?
tea sandwich.
Or have you been bleeding so much you don't know what
Poutine?
food is and you're just giving us
Poutine?
numbers?
We'll just go with poutine. Like poutine. Not Canadian food. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't like. There's a lot of people that like poutine, but I don't like poutine because I don't like gravy on my
Fries.
fries. The cheese curds are fine, but the gravy part, like that brown sauce, no way, Jose. Corny dog? You want the corny dog? Okay, we'll go with the Korean corn dog then.
Definitely blame Canada. Agreed.
And then let's do I think we're gonna do eggs Benedict. Let's do eggs Benedict.
I've had poutine while up in Canada. It wasn't all that bad.
What does the sauce
Gracias,
taste like?
Romero.
Is it like the
Sure
brown
thing.
gravy that you
Have a good
can
day.
make with the packet?
I did not get it with
Alright,
brown
we're
gravy.
in.
It was
Oh.
just
Hope
cheese
you're
curds.
hungry.
Okay, order up. You'll be serving out orders from your food cart to hungry customers and delivery robots. Be sure to keep an eye on the order timer. You can add time to it by prepping ingredients, but if you run out of time, the day will immediately end. Keep a steady pace. Oh, God. I'm like,
Indeed,
not
Swedish. It does sound
prepared.
Canadian. Thorn, I blame Canada for the geese mafia's infestation. Dude, around here, they take over the parks around
yeah.
this time of the year. And it's just...
Okay. I get y'all.
Hand it to
Okay,
me,
here
I'll
you
give it to
go.
There you go.
Somebody needed their switch. Okay, so let's go. I'm probably gonna be really bad at this, and Nord might have to take over. Like,
But yes, Canada geese, they are the anger.
they are.
The
We get
living
tons of
embodiment of
we
anger.
get tons of Canadian geese here, especially during fall.
hmm
Perks. Customize your day with perks before each shift. You'll get to pick one of 3 gameplay affecting perks. The more challenging perk, the more XP tokens you'll earn at the end of a successful day to level up a location.
And one of them
Baby
be
steps.
no Canadians. sorry.
Hey, we got Canadian friends. Remember Fred?
Yes. No, actually, Canadian people are pretty reasonable.
Baby steps. Upgrade. 1 random ingredient. Feels like Friday. Chill out and relax. No changes for the shift.
I mean, Tim Hortons is good. Dude,
Confusing instructions.
it's like Japan when it comes to...
We're gonna start out with baby steps first, y'all. I'm
the
sorry.
gas stations just having amazing fried chicken. Like, all the gas stations in Canada have great fried chicken.
I like this music. This is really colorful. I like it. Did you read what Thord said?
Yes. They have taken over Dunkin' Donuts near one of the stores we shop at. See, they're trying to get it replaced with a Tim Hortons. There were
coming.
two geese sitting on top of a bag of spilled donuts and a spilled coffee next to them. Pretty sure they attacked someone for their food. I would not see.
I have heard people say that Tim Hortons coffee is really good, but I have had Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and I really liked Dunkin' Donuts coffee, so I don't know. I've never tried Tim Hortons, so I
Tim
don't
Hortons,
know.
everything is good.
It is good?
Yep.
Is
Although I
it-
don't drink coffee, so I don't know.
It's just a restaurant, right? It's not like
Yeah.
anything else. Okay. I didn't
But
I wasn't sure.
but it's also like officially the landmark for Canada. So
Yeah. It's the landmark for Canada. Well, that's how you know. That's how you know it's Canada, right? Is if you see it Tim Hortons.
there you go.
At least that's what everybody tells me.
Mozzarella, egg. Hollandaise.
Okay, any. Oh shoot, I did that wrong. Don't get mad.
Why are you pissing this lady off?
I was having a hard time with it. I'm sorry.
All right, batter it.
They failed. I don't know what I did wrong other than
You took
mess up the
forever.
fun.
You were just sitting there talking to chat.
Oh, is that why?
Mhm.
Was I supposed to go as soon as the scene showed up?
Probably.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Ugh, okay, I'll let you take. I'll like focus on this, and you can
Pretty sure they
you look
attacked
at
someone for
chat.
their food.
I have a hard time.
Assault and
When
batter.
I see you today.
Ah,
Hola, Romero. How's it going?
Slow as usual. You?
Yeah, same.
So-
I'll pick up again for you someday. So,
you
What
get
will
the
it be
same stuff each day, it sounds like?
Okay, so let's.
Oh, no, it looks like you have
Poke
different
bowl.
different
I
options.
love poke bowls. We're doing poke bowls. We got fettuccine, poutine, tea sandwich. I don't even know what a tea sandwich is. Grilled cheese.
It's cucumbers.
Oh, jollof rice, eggs Benedict, chicken sandwich. Ooh, banh mi. Yes. Like we're going with that.
You better not ruin that.
Korean corn dog, mac and cheese. Let's do mac and cheese. It's got jalapenos on it, so you know it's good. Portobello burger. Okay. So what are the ones that we want to do? What else do you want to do, Nord? You go ahead and pick 3.
What's the far right in the middle?
Far right in the middle. Grilled cheese.
Psh, yeah.
Okay. And then what? Go on. You get to pick 3. I picked 3. You pick 3.
The jollof rice.
Okay. Jollof rice. And what's next?
The chicken sandwich. I'm a simple man.
Just these.
That reminds
Gracias,
me, the
Romero.
Arby's that closed
thing.
down, it's
Have a good
becoming a
day.
banh mi and poke place.
All right,
Awesome!
Maureen.
I mean,
Hope
I
you're
like
hungry.
Arby's, but damn, I will take the banh mi and poke bowl over any Arby's. Me and Nord talk about this all the time, but like it's like when we have banh mi, it's so freaking addictive. It's like that's the only food we ever want to eat for a little while.
Seriously,
like,
like,
So
if
good.
we're going into town repeatedly, I'll stop by this one place and get her a banh mi, and then she'll be like, I don't know what I want today, and I'll get her a banh mi, and she'll be like, oh, thank God.
yeah.
And it's like, we know what you want today.
Yes. Okay. I don't know if I can.
All right,
do
don't go
this
so
one.
slow this time.
I'll try not to,
Quit being a
but
slacker.
it's actually kind of difficult. Okay, feels like Friday. Too hard. Wah. Downgrade all ingredients to their base difficulty. Backseat cooking and the not tag appears more often. Okay. Let's try with the hard one.
Really? Okay.
Is that not a good idea?
I don't know. This guy's a robot. Got a blender
shoot,
for a head.
I messed that up.
Chili peppers. Cilantro.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Good job. Another robot. Get that rice
Well, we're
going.
serving.
Tuna. Pineapple.
Square.
Avocado.
Oh,
Red
shoot!
onions.
Shoot! I'm not meaning.
Cucumbers.
Not.
Chili peppers. Nuts.
He's not mad. He's not happy. He's mad at me.
Hey, you gave a completed order, all right? That's all that matters. Pork. Pork it. Tofu.
Shoot.
Cucumbers.
Ah.
Why are you making people angry? They failed. It'll be interesting to see how well it does in that space. I wish them well. Food business is brutal. Dude, it really is.
I
Like,
don't
it's-
know how I messed it. I think it's because I
Lady
messed up
Gaga.
once. And so if you
I
mess
was
up
wondering
once,
when
you
I'd
can't
see you
move
today.
on. Oh, sorry. Resume
Hey.
cutscene.
Hola, Romero. How's it going?
Slow as usual. You?
You can also skip
Yeah,
cutscene
Same.
since you're seeing the
I'll
same
pick up
thing.
Okay. All right.
But yes, like
I'm just picking
in-
everything right
in
now.
the food business, so much of it is based around like just additives and like beverages and stuff like that making the money.
Just
So
these.
I'm gonna
Gracias,
try. Okay, skips cutscene. I'm gonna try again, but like I don't make any problem. I have to get Nord over here so it doesn't take
I
me
didn't do the
forever.
tutorial. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I'll help you. I'll help you. I did better with the harder one than I did with the baby steps. So let's go ahead and do backseat.
Also, I think part of
What? What did I do wrong? Oh. Damn it! I was thinking it was any, but it wasn't any. Don't worry. This is just going to take me a little while to get the groove.
as he's grooving, folks. Look, it's a little Nord. What? Whatever. I don't see anybody. Oh, on the bottom of the screen on the corner? Yeah, that is a monkey. That's true. Looks her forever because Hazzy keeps pushing wrong buttons. Actually, yes, it will be forever.
Rude.
This is a picky freaking oven.
I don't know what I did. Hey!
So the grilled cheese has tomato on it. And mushrooms.
Oh, damn it. I did that wrong. I did it wrong again because it messed me up.
Did you say, oh, stamina?
I said, oh, damn it.
Oh.
Stamina. Okay. This is just going to take me a little bit to get into the groove, just like it did when we played that, you know, in space stuff. Gas station.
Yes, that's true. That little kid
shit,
in
I
a
did
chef's
that wrong.
uniform made me think Little Nord, the chef.
Damn it, I keep doing it wrong. Okay. Oh my god. I had done it better.
You are
that
ruining
time.
people's food.
Like, it's whenever it does the freaking red, it makes me more nervous, and I just keep messing up even more.
It's like you do well under pressure.
Norikaga.
Okay.
I believe in you. You will one day be cook serve forever delicious.
These.
Okay.
Azzysoft, ruining relationships and food since 2019. That's true.
Choosies, upgrade to... I'm gonna keep doing the hardest ones, because I think I can do it. It's just... Any and... Okay. And then square. Oh, damn it! I did circle! Okay, it's just gonna take me a second to get used to this, okay? Oh, I keep... Okay, the reason I'm confused
Quit
every
hitting
time I
your
get to
self.
I'm just gonna let it go through so I can redo it. But whenever it gets to the right, do you see how the button, it's like there's like a little white line? That means you have to hold it down. But but I'm not really used to that, like, communicating what it means to me. You know what I'm saying?
So you're thinking it's tap rather than hold.
Yeah.
Norikaga.
I'm just trying to go through it quickly so I can get more tries.
Just these.
Well, I mean, on the positive side, your food truck has options, even if you fail on all of them.
Oh.
No, you'll get it. You'll get it. I believe in you. Sugar. Cinnamon. Chocolate sauce.
Stop it. I'm sorry, but you're driving me up the wall.
Okay.
Fuck! I did it again.
I like the way that the food just slaps down and flies everywhere when you make it.
Circle.
when I cook in the kitchen in such a way where it makes this much of a mess, I get in trouble. How's he's allowed to do
Hey,
it on
I
the
did.
game,
I
though?
finished the shift. I finished the shift. All right. Confusing instructions. Multiple button presses are more random.
Look angry.
Let's try this.
I think she is. I really have no idea what these buttons are that she's doing, so I really hope she doesn't be like, hey, Nord, it's your turn. And I don't be like, what? So for all my smack talking,
Damn it!
for all my smack talking, I have no idea. Stupid worthless taco meat, slop spoonful on shell.
She shoots, she scores.
I like chili dogs. Pretty big fan of them. Chicken breasts like that, though, not a fan. You gotta, like, butterfly them or something so that they cook evenly. Because you just get that thick side of it, and the thin side, so, like, the thin side's all cooked, and the thick side is undercooked. Nah, you gotta, like, cut it up, you gotta butterfly it, you gotta do something.
I did it. I did another shift. I was like, I gotta be angry, and then we'll do a little better.
So you're the Hulk of cooking?
I guess so.
Is this how it works?
Oh my god. But in real life, I actually, cooking for me is really zen. It's really funny, but for Nord, it is not.
Oh god, no.
That's why I started cooking lately over you, because I hear him being so, like, getting so anxious, and dropping things and then being super clumsy, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna start cooking again, because I didn't cook for a long time. I just let Nord cook everything, but I started cooking a lot more, especially after I was like, this year since I was like taking my health more seriously, and I really love it because I just get like, it feels zen when I'm doing the cooking. But also it's fun, like, when you do join me, because I would rather, like, do a lot of the prep and then cook the vegetables. I don't really love cooking, like, meat, so I have Nord cook.
You do
the
have
meat.
me do the proteins.
Yeah, I don't really love. I mean, I've done it, and but I would rather you do it. But like, I know that you don't find it very zen. I don't know why, but
I do not, because okay. For me, as a kid, wasting food was a cardinal sin. Oh my gosh!
Hi!
It's Mix and Max! Hey!
Hi,
Hazzy was telling me that you were playing the space game with the...
Heavenly Bodies.
Heavenly Bodies! Yes.
I watched your VOD today, because I saw when I got on, I was like, oh, got a shout out from Mix and Max. I should go see what was going on, and I saw that y'all played that, and I was like, oh my god, it was so funny. I was in freaking tears, like, the whole entire time I was watching y'all. It was great.
Hazzy's cheeks were hurting from laughing so much about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a fantastic one. We're really glad that you two got to playing it.
Yeah. Swedish war goat. Hey, I fell on my own face. Like, wait a minute, got kind of forked over my left eye. It's still, I need stitches or kin. I just to sleep, pretend everything is okay. 4 a.m. here now. Wait, what?
No, if there's any possibility that you had a head injury, you should really not go to sleep. Like,
wait, are you repeating yourself because you don't remember that you told us that you had gotten hurt?
Yeah, if you're telling us the story again, then that means you may have had a head injury since you're telling us the story one more time. So you really probably should go in. I mean, once again, you're just watching Americans. You don't have to worry about our healthcare system screwing you over. You'll be okay. Norway will take care of you. Everything will be fine. Get your stitches. Make sure you don't have a concussion, please.
Yes,
Please.
Mix and Max, yes. It was total chaos, and I freaking loved it. When we played that game, we had a blast with it as well. I'm so happy that y'all seem to have enjoyed it, so I was really happy to see y'all playing it. That was really cool. Yes, please go to the hospital, Swedish Wargo. We want you to get better. Get your stitches, okay? Seriously.
I have been dropping tons of stuff the last month or so because my nerve issues have been causing all sorts of problems, and that's related to some head injuries and stuff I've had. So seriously, you want to take care of your
I don't
health.
know where in Norway he's located, because it's like I could call someone for him over there, but like
he's going to listen to us. He's not going to keep effing around. He's going to go in and he's going to get help because he knows it's the right thing and it's the only way to come back here and mock us.
Yeah, like that's true. That's true.
If you're not around, how can you make fun of the silly decisions and poor choices we make? You have to do it.
Yeah.
And also, in all seriousness, if you don't remember having already told us that this happened,
then you should definitely go to the hospital.
That's not a good sign.
Because
Yeah, please,
I don't want something to
looked at.
happen to you while we were streaming. And since I'm not there either, and I don't know where exactly in Norway you are, I feel like I don't know how I can.
We only know one person in
you.
Bergen, and I don't think that would be very helpful.
We have a friend in Bergen, but I don't know where you're at, so.
NQ on the phone now for free healthcare.
Okay,
thank you.
good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
we really
thank
appreciate you taking care of yourself that way. Thank you.
Like I was about to like try to get a hold of that guy because I was like did not know what to do.
Yeah, that guy. We need you to track somebody down because Norway's a small country. I'm sure he'll be able to do it.
Well,
it's a joke. It's a joke. It's actually not.
But. I can do it. Start the order timer. Okay, we're going with the hard one. Start the order timer at Delicious for the next shift and upgrade 3 ingredients.
But yes, Thorn is right. Don't make us call the emergency services. Have them track you down. Heck, we might just do it out of jealousy. Being able to call emergency services and not, look forward to a multi-$1,000 bill.
Where?
Yes, definitely agree with Mix and Max here. Thorn, you can call emergency services and tell them someone needs help somewhere, and they can get in touch with the locals and track people. That's true. Hazy and I were so busy being deployed and going with all sorts of stuff that her grandfather got very worried about it and had people track us down in the military because we had been calling them twice a week, but I was getting deployed so often, and Hazy was.
Look at that! I finally did it.
You did it! Yay! High five!
High five! Yeah, I did it.
But yeah, we had people come and visit our house, and they were like, "Are you two okay?" Because your grandpa was worried because we'd been calling him twice a week.
Yeah, that was an experience. I didn't even know that was a possible thing. I had no idea. But yeah, we were just really busy and we didn't contact them. And my grandparents are basically my mom and dad. Well, were my mom and dad. They're not alive anymore, sadly. But they were basically my mom and dad. And so when I didn't talk to them for 2 weeks, maybe it was 3.
It was
maybe
2
a
approaching
month.
3.
I don't know. I don't really remember, but I know they were worried because they're like, she always talks to us almost every day. So what is going on? Yeah, I remember that.
Max asked, I've been trying to understand how this cook serve game works. Max likes the previous ones, and this one looks very different. So from what Hazy was telling me,
yeah,
go
it's
ahead,
supposed to be. Yeah, it's from the reviews that I saw. This is supposed to be really different. I think this one's. A lot of people were saying this one's easier than the Cook Serve Delicious ones. But it's in early access, and eventually it's supposed to have cooperative as well. And I think it's supposed to be focused more on the narrative from the reviews I saw on Steam. I think a lot of people were unhappy with it because they were expecting it to be more like the Cook Serve Delicious series, but it's not that, or at least it's not that yet. It is in early access and they're still working on it. And this game that I'm playing, this one that I'm playing right now, is just the first quarter of the other games for Cook Serve Forever that they're creating. They're supposed to, I don't know how they're coming out, if they're coming out as X-Packs, the other portions of the story. But I guess we'll have to see. when it happens. And then I think it said a few weeks. That's when cooperative is supposed to come out.
Yes.
In
So we're
several
really
weeks
looking
or
forward to
months.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to see is how the cooperative pans out.
And I'm sure you two will really be pleased about that as well. So.
I like the music, and I've never played. I have a few Cook Serve Delicious games, but I've never played it. I just haven't gotten around to it. And from what I know, from what I've seen other people saying, this is easier than that one. So depending on if you want something easier or harder, you may be unhappy with this, because a lot of people feel like that this one is easier. But as you can see, it doesn't feel, it's like I haven't played that, and this one to me is giving me enough of a challenge. So I'm happy, you know. Like, I'm happy.
Mix said, so are you doing lots of QuickTime button pushes to build the recipes and food?
Yes. So yeah, it's like you're just pressing them, or the directions are like you have to hold it down or press two buttons together at the same time. And I think that in Cook Serve Delicious, that's like a lot more difficult. I don't know how exactly, but that's from what because a lot of people in the reviews were kind of complaining that the QuickTime button stuff was just too easy, I guess. And then but it also wasn't what they expected.
Also, you were saying this is like part one of like a 4-parter.
Yeah, and it's heavily narrative compared to the other games. So yeah.
Nick says, yeah, it gets pretty fast.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm glad I'm
Lovely.
playing this one. At least to start out with, I'm glad I'm playing this one, because it takes me a little bit to get into the rhythm of things, to be honest. Okay, successfully complete days at a location to earn XP tokens to increase its level up to 20. Higher level locations offer bigger challenges, such as high quality ingredients and more challenging perks to choose from.
Before you get going too much further on that, so we did a shout out for Mix and Max. Make sure you follow them, check them out, folks.
Yes, awesome streamers. Awesome streamers.
They recently did Heavenly Bodies, which
we played in December last year, I think.
Yeah, it was absolutely hilarious, and
yeah.
it's awesome to be able to see them have such a good time with it too. It's a really, really fun cooperative game to do.
Yeah.
You know, flailing body parts around in weird ways.
I don't remember seeing anyone. So when I watched y'all, I don't remember seeing anyone get spaced at that first portion where you can go outside of the spaceship. And I saw, like, I think it was Max went outside, or Mix actually went outside to turn the lever. And it was really funny to watch, but I didn't see them get spaced like what we did.
Hey,
like we had to start over a couple
onto
times.
the rope. Okay.
I'm just saying, somebody didn't space someone out, and I went outside too on that portion too, like Mix did, and I was like, look at Max not spacing Mix.
I was learning.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time about it.
Space you.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time about that.
Yeah.
It was really funny though to watch them play. They were like just basically like when Mix was like starting to do the swimming motion,
yes,
and then the wiggle, the space wiggle was freaking funny. I hadn't seen that game in like several months, so it was really fun.
No,
to
it's
watch
a good
it
one
again.
to get back to. It's hilarious.
It's really good.
We're really glad that you took us up on playing that, because we knew you'd have you two would have a good time.
Yeah. Okay, day complete. So it doesn't look like I got anything. I don't know.
This recipe is incredibly complex, so naturally it's nothing I can't handle.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to find a suit that sparkles
I wish
that
there
much.
were more spots to cook in Moraine.
You could try Main Street next time.
Nobody works there anymore. I think the last.
Oh yeah, I
business
can't wait to
closed
see
last
more.
month.
If you change your mind, I'll join you with my guitar. Maybe we can coax a few people out of hiding.
That would be wonderful.
Mix said, hopefully we'll play Heavenly Bodies tomorrow if we can improve our audio. Oh my god. Audio stuff. So, Hezzy's gonna be doing a crocheting stream.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
we set up
right.
the kind of back side of the room that we have for
Yeah.
streaming. We set up a table and all that sort of stuff for her. So we're trying to get all that set up, and hopefully we'll not have
Hopefully
those
the
sort of
audio
issues.
will be okay. I'm not
That was
sure.
one of the things that we were concerned with.
Yeah, audio is always a pain. That's like my when it comes to streaming and recording videos and stuff. That's my weakness is audio. Like I
Yeah.
don't understand a lot of the audio stuff. It's very confusing.
Eventually, you become like a half-ass audio engineer.
It's very half-assed, so trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was very concerned I would lose Max in space. I wanted a safety checklist. Hey, you know, I understand. I grabbed. So when I spaced Hazzy, as she keeps bringing up, I was
will
grabbing.
never forget.
I was grabbing on to pull myself on something, and the lever just happened to open up the doorway. I didn't know
That
what it
was-
was going to do yet. I was just grabbing onto stuff and moving around, and I pulled on the lever, and it launched her out, and I grabbed onto this line for her to hang on, and it wasn't good enough.
It wasn't. But
But,
we tried. You did try. I will admit, you did try. It was a little
Held on
too
for
late.
dear life.
Yeah. Looks more like our vibe, but more a mess. Hey, we're there with you. We're there with you. We're still learning the audio rabbit hole too. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't understand.
So we finally got a really nice vacuum cleaner, and we were vacuuming the
Carpet, the rug.
the rug here in this room.
Okay, I didn't know.
and I was like, every like couple of feet, I was filling up the canister for it. I was just like, oh my god. So this is what it's like to have a decent vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, because we had crappy vacuum cleaners before, and we were like, oh, it's clean, it's fine.
and so it's like,
But-
wow, this is so much better in here.
Yeah, it's true. Till Lane, the nearby street market, is as good a place as any to spend a day, even if I'm the only vendor there these days. Okay, we're on level 2. I kind of want you to play this so you can see what this is like.
Oh yeah.
Or do you want to not? Do you not want to? I kind of want.
I will
have
do
to-
it, but I'm going to have to be explained a lot because I didn't do the tutorial.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about it.
If you want to voluntold me, is that what's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, cause is that okay? Because I also
Sure.
need to kind of stand up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And then
Remember, folks,
whoa,
heart healthy stream here. Make sure you get up and stretch.
do you
want to
take a break before we start this?
I
Can you
I
start
can
it?
stand and do it
You can stand and do it, but how are you gonna talk into things?
like this. Like this.
That's
This is
not
how I.
no, because look, this doesn't go that high. See how high that mic goes? It doesn't go high enough. Can you make it?
Yes.
It doesn't go that high. I mean,
No, that's fine. That's fine right there.
no, it's not.
All right, let's see what's going on here.
Buenos dias, Romero. What's
he
with
say the
all
same
the
stuff?
fans?
My air conditioner broke. I had someone look at it yesterday, but it's beyond repair.
Oh no, are you getting a new one?
We'll see. Nobody in Moraine sells them anymore. I called some places in Heliantus, but they're so expensive there.
All right,
Oh my.
so we're gonna continue with those. Pick 6. All right, do I just go to continue?
Stay cool in here.
All right.
Do you want
See
me to
you
go
out
to you?
there. Adios.
Yeah, sure.
I actually can stand with your mic. Your mic actually comes up
Yeah.
high enough for me.
Okay, I'm gonna go with something easy. Feels like Friday. Chill out and relax. No changes for
I
this
go
shit.
with the hardest. I've decided to always go with the hardest
All right,
and then
so
figure
do I
it
just
out.
hit any button? And anybody 3 times?
Oh, okay. Let me stop before you start. Let me tell you what it's. When it shows this, you hold it down. Any means any. And then... There you go. There you go.
They're going to love this.
You're doing it.
I'm doing things. Woo! Oh,
No, you gotta
never
hold
mind.
it down on that one, and then any button. Okay, and then hold it down. There you go. Any button, but hold it down.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, my brain was doing that too when we started. That's
Okay, so
Now you
the-
understand.
The dash is okay. Oh, never
you gotta
mind.
hold it down.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to stand up?
No, but I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do squats
Do you
while
want
I'm doing
me to
it
move
too.
this down for you? Do you want me to move it down for you? How about you?
That works. That works.
How about because I gotta stand. I gotta stand. So, like,
Oh, previous means you got to do the one before it, right?
yes.
Okay.
You got it. Hold it down. There you go. And then 4 times. There you go. Previous. Yep, you got it.
I am doing things.
You got
Oh,
it quicker than I
Gotta hold
did.
it down. Okay.
You know why you got it quicker than I did, right?
Because you're telling me.
Because I'm coaching you.
Mhm.
Like, I don't really know if that's why. You may just be quicker at picking up
No,
stuff.
it's because I have an amazing coach. That's how it works. Ow. So, I would like to see that like be a longer dash, if it's going to be something that you need to hold.
Because you think it's gonna go the whole way through, right?
Mhm.
Is that why? Yeah. See, that's why my brain was very confused at first. Like it can be kind of confusing to like I said though. Once I got into the rhythm, you get into the rhythm. It's fine. Go for the hardest, I think, or one of the harder ones because I think you can figure it out. That's what I ended up doing. Was I decided go the hardest.
Are you
thing
saying
and then
you believe
figure
in
it
me?
out. Yes, I believe in you.
Okay.
Is the number counting under the button a new prompts for specific buttons hard to ask? Maybe you could just say the button you are pushing for a moment and I will understand.
Yes, I will say the buttons. X, holding down square, hitting square. Holding down X, hitting X, hitting X, hitting X, hitting circle, hitting X 4 times, hitting X again. X, square, square, X, holding down X. I'm just going with X because it was easy. X,
Yeah, when it says any, you can do any button.
Oh, no.
That was the holding down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you got to
down.
press on 2 buttons at one time. Got
and
it.
that
You
was
got
X
it.
and square.
Yeah, that's right. Right. You got it. Good job, Nord. Yes, Mix and Max is right. We all believe in you. You
Thank
can do
you.
it. This is Cook Serve Forever. You can do it.
Honestly, if you just find a button that you really like, it kind of helps.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured out too. I was like,
In my case, it's X.
Mix and Max said, "Thank you. That answers my question. Now I get the numbers."
Nice.
Nice.
And we're level 3.
I guess since we're doing Cook Serve Forever, we
grind.
should also try Cook Serve Delicious.
Yeah.
But I have heard it's very difficult. But I think we'd have a lot of fun.
Well, we've
I
been
think
having some fun.
Cook Serve Delicious is mostly single player, but I think one of them has co-op in it. I think it's like the last one or something. I don't really remember, but I bought a few, so
I haven't seen you two play a lot of these types of games, Mixed, but our moderator, Thorn there, she bought us for my birthday.
Raven's Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of
Thorn
course,
Ravencroft
Thorn Ravencroft
bought us Raven's Watch.
Yeah,
and we were
why.
playing that, and they have the characters are based off folklore and stuff. So I was the Pied
I
Piper.
thought it was based off of fairy tales.
Folklore, fairy tales.
I guess
you know,
folklore. I guess is that folklore? I guess
I
it
would.
is.
I
don't
would
know.
think so, but
Okay.
I could be proven wrong on
I
that.
have no idea.
Hazzy was playing. You were mostly playing like an Ice Witch lady.
Yes, that's the only one I liked.
Although she did play Red Riding Hood, who like at night turns into the werewolf.
Yeah, I did not like that one.
Because it was very all or nothing. Anyways,
Yeah.
it was a fairly that was a lot of fun, but it's an interesting multiplayer that's currently in early access as well. Just an idea out there if you're looking for additional
It's I guess it's an AR. It's like a
action role playing game.
Yeah, roguelite ARPG.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it's pretty fun, but that freaking we haven't gone past the first boss. The first boss is like kind of a pain because there's a part where so the first boss is like a octopus cooking thing.
Cthulhu sort of thing.
Yeah, and like it shoots bullets at you, and I'm like, I can't dodge the dang bullets for my life.
has chronicled the greatest chefs
Toradora.
in one prestigious guide. To this day,
Obviously,
it
I'm
is still
very
the
good with my
most
friends.
difficult guide in which to be rated, even
Oh,
on the lowest
bad guy.
end of the scale. Now, the once-in-a-decade event is returning.
We made bread at home for the first time in like since a
Do you
decade.
have what it takes to earn
Because
its
we got a
charm?
bread maker, and it was so good.
Do you dream
I'm gonna have to
of
have
earning
more
too?
bread in my diet.
Might you join me in history by earning a third?
Oh, that does look amazing.
There's only one way to
This
find it.
lady's outfit is
The Cooperative.
amazing.
Become great.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a lot of sparkles that they're getting going.
Nori! Nori! Oh, what?
This is how I
that
look at
crab
ice
getting
cream
bigger?
with the sparkles around my eyes.
The one on the ceiling.
The
Oh,
one
that
on the
one?
ceiling? Or the three on
No,
the
the
ceiling?
one next to it, the big one. Does it look bigger?
Bread makers are so nice to have. I can't make bread any other way because I've tried and it always fails. Like, it doesn't rise properly for me. I don't know what I do wrong, but...
So do you want me to keep working up this one or try the other one?
Go... Oh, you can do a new one? Yeah, go to the next one. Let's
Okay.
try the new one. Let's see the new one.
But yeah, we made beer bread yesterday, and it turned out really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Kiddo liked it. Everybody liked it.
Romero! Did you catch the Coutador commercial last night?
I love fresh made
That's in
bread.
Helianthus, right? Are you going to enter?
Yeah,
I'd
burger
love
slippers are
to,
cool, huh?
but
I like burger
have
slippers.
No experience
yeah.
with
They're
the
adorable.
fancy dishes they'd
Should
expect
see some of
me.
Hazzy's fancy slippers.
It's hard enough to find the ingredients as it is.
Oh, if only you'd been born 20 years earlier. Moraine had everything back then.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna get picky about it. I'm gonna go
Okay.
stuff that I really like. Pokeable.
Yeah, it's your turn now. Pokeballs are good. If there's banh mi, you have to go with banh
Block
mi.
rice. Elephant ear for Hazzy.
Yeah.
It's not my thing, but I know
love
she,
elephant
she
ears.
Will, she will, you know, unalive somebody for one.
Maybe, I don't know.
See? He's even admitting to it. Banh mi, we both love them.
Yeah, banh mi for definite.
This one's actually for Hazzy because she loves the jalapenos.
Yeah, I like jalapenos and mac and cheese. I think it makes it so yummy.
And shawarma sounds good.
Yeah, shawarma. Shawarma's good too. Honestly,
Gracias,
I just like
Romero.
food.
Adios, Nori.
Food is like one of my hobbies.
You like food too? Wow.
Although they started off this game with some food I've never heard of. Rabito? I never heard of that before. And what was that the one with the like the beans? And Swedish Wargoat was like, this looks like English food.
Yes. But, oh, I gotta hold it.
Oh no. Let's not mess up this poke bowl.
I won't. I got it.
You have dinosaur slippers? Oh my god. That's really cute.
That's
Yesterday-
awesome.
Yesterday I saw salad fingers merch slippers where your foot goes in salad fingers mouth. Oh really? And I was impressed and just start. That is weird. Like,
The music on this has actually been impressive too.
yeah.
There you go. That one's for you, Hazzy.
Thank you. Mix and Max said this series is great for featuring food from all around the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, we, what did we end up... So, we just kind of had some stuff sitting around, and, Hazzy had purchased a lot of chicken breast.
Oh
So-
yeah.
so-
It was on sale.
Yeah.
I'm not doing red meat anymore, so it's very
Not
rare.
very often.
Like rare occasion, I'll do red meat, but because of my heart issue, that's what I have to do that now. So yeah.
And so we were like, let's figure out what we'll do. And then we were like, tandoori chicken. And then, because
Oh.
I really don't
It
like...
was good. That was good.
The thing I don't like about chicken breasts is unless you butterfly it or do something like that, you get the uneven cooking in it because, you know, it's a
They
different
can
shape
dry out
from one
very
side to another.
easily. Yeah.
So I
that's
just,
true.
I just,
Yeah.
I just cubed it up and then cooked it, and yeah, it turned out really well.
Oh, it was
and
really
then I
good.
did all sorts of stuff in the rice this time because normally I'm just like, it's just
You
regular
just do
rice,
regular rice,
but yeah, although I did put a little bit too much ginger in the rice for Hassie's taste.
Yeah,
I
just
will
a little
admit to
bit
that.
too much. A little bit too much.
I really like cooking though. I was I'm not even sure. They probably don't have them in New Zealand there, but I was a night baker at a Panera, and I really liked that job.
I liked when he had that job too, because he used to bring home,
I brought home so much.
everything he baked too. Oh my god, we had like tons of bagels and pastries and all sorts of things. It was so yummy.
Ooh, raspberries on that one. That looks good. Oh, gotta hold it. The holding thing is where I make mistakes.
I'm making myself hungry. Oof.
Yeah, you're making me hungry too,
me
lady.
too. Banh mi. We'll do that to everyone. Like every time I have banh mi, that's all I want to eat for the rest of my life. That's how I feel about banh mi.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Apples on it? Huh. That's an interesting idea on elephant ears.
It kind of reminds me of like funnel cake, doing it that way. With
Yeah.
the apples. I kind of
Yeah.
like it. I know what Panera is, even though we don't have it. Sounds dangerous. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was working at Home Depot at nights, and then I was working there in the mornings, and like it was kind of crazy. But oh, come on, oh, triangle and any what? All right, let's try that again. Oh, I got to do this first. I see. That's what went wrong. I didn't. I get it. But yeah, it was a really awesome experience in that way, and it was kind of funny because it was one of the newest locations that they had, and we ended up being #1 in all of Texas for sales on the bakery items, because I kept going out there and I would make mini versions of everything to give to people for free. And
then they would come and buy it, right?
Yeah, and then they would just load up on it. Like, everybody would just get enough of a brownie or enough of...
You're a good pusher.
We don't like that term. Just keeping people's options open. But no, it was hilarious because when I eventually did quit, because I was just working way too many hours at Home Depot as well. I was a receiving manager there. And so I had to not be doing both jobs. But when I did eventually quit, the manager was like, "No, stick around. I'll increase your pay this much." And it was just like, I just couldn't do the hours because I wasn't going to be able to be spending enough time with Holly and the kid. But yeah, it was because we just had so many people buying things. It was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I was just constantly bringing baguettes and
I didn't
else
buy
home.
it because I got it for free.
Yes,
So
yes. I was bringing home like
happy.
a bag of bagels and all sorts of stuff every day. So.
God. I still, to this day, I still like Paneras. I know there's a lot of people that dog on Paneras, but I don't care. I like Paneras. I think it's good.
Someone get her another apron.
Yep, that crack is definitely getting bigger. You think? Yeah.
That doesn't look like one crack. That looks like multiple cracks to me.
Hey, I forgot to ask. How was busking today? Oh, it went well. A man tipped me with a cookie, so that was nice.
Still got it? Maybe we could plug the crack with it.
To eat or to not have rain on your head? That's not a good situation.
I'm gonna go back and do some more till lane, okay?
Okay.
Morning, Romero.
Oh, Nori, come look at this. I found some Romanesco broccoli.
Really?
They're fancy.
That's in one of my mom's recipes. Oh, it's beautiful. How'd you manage to get it?
I
Don't
like
ask,
her
just
barrettes.
take
Her
it.
her barrettes in her hair.
Mom,
It's a
rest
little
assured,
Yeah.
fork
but I wanted
No,
you to
and a
use it.
knife.
That's really
Let's
cute.
go. Make something new, huh?
Like the little details in this
Yeah.
game have been really nice in that way. All right. It seems like we're mostly getting a lot of the same recipes. So I'm just going to go all things that I know Hazzy love.
Okay, good. So banh mi is a definite.
You love Eggs Benedict.
I
Although
do
you
like
don't do it
Eggs
too
Benedict.
much.
No. I do not do Eggs Benedict very often. I don't love hot dogs. That's not. I'm not a big hot dog person.
Yes, but a Korean corn dog.
I might make an exception
If
for
we
it.
were in if we were in South Korea, you would make
so much for the
exceptions.
Romanesco broccoli.
Hey, don't let it go to waste.
Yes, very nice detail. Yeah, I agree.
I'm liking this so far. I like how they got a story that you
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
All right,
I enjoy
knot.
that too.
What do you do with the knots?
Okay, when it says not above it, that's
Like,
you're
so
not.
if it's not triangle,
you can
then
do
hit something
anything,
else?
but not that button.
Okay, I can do that.
Like if it says not previous, don't hit your previous.
Okay.
Okay, because they can do that too. I'm liking the music in this game too.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Oh, I screwed that up.
You gotta hold not X and then hold down something. Yeah, anything. I think you'll get it. It's once you get into the rhythm of it, you'll figure it out.
Is this even longer? Okay, see, that one looks like a hold down to me because it's actually a longer thing.
I love this customer because she has beautiful purple hair. Freaking love it.
I'm at a robot, so I was confused.
Oh, sorry. I was watching stream.
I know, but I was like, Oh, speaking of which, check out Hazzy's new hair. If you take a look, down below in the stream stuff. She's got amazing new hair, folks. For those of you who haven't
You
seen
mean
it.
new color?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Your color's looking great. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
it's
I
her
do
first
like the
time going
blue.
for a light blue, and she's pulling it off. She nailed it.
Yeah, that delay will get you. We've done that so many times. I'm like over here usually watching. If I come over to Nord's PC, I always forget about that stupid delay.
That relish on
Oh,
top of
thank
it?
you.
Crispy.
Crispy.
It looks yummy. This
Oh.
customer also has beautiful blue hair. I love the blue. It's so pretty.
Myung is still trying to get me talked into dyeing my beard again, though.
You should get your beard dyed blue like mine.
Your beard is dyed blue?
Oh, your beard.
Oh, okay.
Dye it like my hair. Like,
Oh man, that was so good.
I could maybe do it again. It takes a lot to get rid of the red, though. Like, they have to...
yeah.
Remember how long she had to leave the bleach in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
So.
true. It's true. I really like the music in this game.
Yes,
Bon appetit.
I'm digging it, too. I think they've really done a good job with their audio.
She shoots, she scores.
So I'm assuming this does just keep getting faster.
Yeah, color coordinated couple.
Hey, you say that, but you should see all my Hawaiian shirts. I have gotten
Yeah,
a
that's
great
true.
number of them that match all of
Nord
her.
will sometimes match his clothes to mine.
Not like matchy.
Not matchy, but
but, like,
kind of like
yeah.
if you've ever seen the Chinese street fashion stuff, Nord knows I love watching
I am
the
not
Chinese
fashionable
street
and
fashion.
I do not have moves, but I can pretend.
So we do our own version of like middle-aged or elder
Elder
millennial Chinese street fashion, but it's
What's your
not
day?
it's
good.
not as
Romero
high
found
fashion.
Romanesco broccoli and just gave it to me. Wait, is something going on? You seem off.
Yeah, closey, not too closey,
I called the
closey.
landlord today about the crack. The good news is we won't have to deal with it anymore because of the bad news,
Kicked out.
which is the building is being condemned.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Nori. I know this place meant a lot to you.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's going to be okay. I did some digging and I found us a place around the corner.
You might be
It's not
right,
much,
Thorn.
but
Blue might
it'll
cover
do.
better than the pink you had once.
That's
Are you
true.
Okay.
Yes, closey.
packing.
Kind of. That's good. I like what they did with the backsplash there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. They really just need all those cracks taken care.
Yeah, you just get enough tile to cover the cracks. It'll be fine. Who needs structure?
nearly done.
Hey, now it's time to play that one game where you gotta pick up and put away your room.
Oh yeah. The Shape of Things. The Shape of Things has remote play together, but I don't think it was initially intended for cooperative because it's not like two players are in the game. It's basically just like, okay, do you want to take a turn and I take a turn? But they do have that available in The Shape of Things.
We're not moving there.
What are you talking about?
Maybe street fashion cosplay. Yeah, we're attempting street fashion. Yeah, I love this music. I love it.
Oh, so they're in the U.S. I didn't necessarily assume so. Bun Bun Bay. That's where a kid would like to go. He loves rabbits.
She has a unicorn on her helmet.
You jealous?
You know who else is a unicorn and likes unicorns? That's supposed to be my helmet. Look at the gorgeous night sky with all the things in the sky.
If she loses her helmet, I think we're gonna know who took it.
I'm sneaking in the game.
It does look like you're kind of...
Yeah, it does.
Welcome to Helianthus. Powered by green energy and boasting a thriving multicultural population, this dazzling city stands as a beacon of hope to the world. Explore and master dozens of unique locations on your way to culinary greatness. Let's say. Okay, oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my god. A whole lot to
Yeah. That's pretty good for it being the first quarter of the series of the game.
What do you think?
Mhm.
I know it's not your home.
It can be our home. I can't believe we're actually here. I'm actually going to the Couteau d'Or this summer.
I was thinking about that. You're going to be trying a lot of new things, and you shouldn't have to do it alone. Is there room in your food cart for me to help?
Are you kidding me? I'd love that.
Really?
Yes!
Oh. Yeah, it's better to do it together. I agree.
Definitely.
100%. How many times have I said, I don't want to go here unless you can go, Nord?
Yep.
There's
We
no
have
one
done that
here.
a lot.
Do you think they'll care if I steal an apple?
Yes.
Well, too bad.
Well,
Oi,
somebody acts like me
did
then.
you just steal that apple?
I told you.
Do you know what we do to people like you?
Give them another apple.
Nothing. It's just an apple. They're good, hey?
I told you.
I don't think we've met before. Name's Baz.
Hi, Baz. I'm Nori, and this is Bree.
Well, we don't do cashier, so just take what you want and I'll start a tab. Then whichever one of you is better with money,
Me.
well, we can settle up later. Apple?
No thanks.
All right. Okay. Since it's our first in the new town, we're definitely going to go with Hazzy's favorites again.
Yeah.
I'm...
You can go with some of your favorites, too.
All right, we did 3 of your favorites, and then we'll go with some of mine.
Okay. What are you picking for?
Cobb salad, grilled cheese.
That sounds New Zealand or Australian accent.
Yes. Well, he has a kangaroo on his thing, but so I'm going to assume. But yes, I was picking up on that too.
Is it bad? Like, are the Australian accents and New Zealand accents, are they... Because I always have a hard time telling the difference. Can you tell the difference between the two? Because I have a hard time
I'm
sometimes.
honestly not very good.
Yeah, I sometimes can't tell.
When I was in Kuwait, and we had a whole bunch of Aussie troops stuff there, I remember they really, 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 really didn't like being assumed to be New Zealanders. But anyway.
Yeah, because they'd rather you probably ask, like, hey, are you from Australia?
Yes, but that was the funniest part, when you just go up and assume, and then they want to fight you over it.
Oh my God, Nord.
Yeah, I was rambunctious as a child. Anyways.
That was like in your 20s.
Child!
It's so exciting to be working with you in your cart. What do I need to know?
Okay.
Hey, look, your
first things
customers
first,
followed you.
Just make sure not to hit your...
My head.
That.
Ow.
Is your head okay?
It's
Speaking of heads being okay,
You were saying?
is
Maybe you take
have we heard anything from
deal with the money
Swedish
and
war goat? No,
Yes.
not yet. Hopefully he's okay. He had called,
Deal.
so...
Okay.
I'll just stay over here then.
Good idea.
very similar. New Zealand's more British-ish, and Australian's more twang. And we both hate getting mixed up, but like friendly neighborly rivalry. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, gotcha.
A good friend of mine that lives up in BC, his family moved there, so he has dual. He always talks about going back. Well, yeah, but. Oh, I messed up. Ah! What is with me in circles?
I don't know.
I was not nailing that.
The customer kind of looks like somebody from One Punch Man. That last one that you did. Did you look at the customer?
I did not look at the customer. I'm totally zoning out on the orders.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, this customer is really cool looking. I know you're probably not paying attention to the customers, but you should like see them if you like get a moment, because the artwork's really nice. It's like a robot.
No, they do have some really cool ones here. They definitely did a lot on the costume designs. All right, let's make it even harder. Because I'm doing so well, right?
It's confusing instructions time. I love this one's ears. This is a great customer. Mix and Max said, okay, I looked it up. Baz is Australian voice actor, director, editor. Clayton Jacobson. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know who Clayton Jacobson is. So I was stopping and thinking about, oh, this one's cute. I really like this one. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. That customer's adorable. Has a cupcake on her head.
We watched a show a little while ago that was that took place partially in Australia. That was really good. What was that one?
What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know.
We saw her. She did the.
We watched something I can't remember. Like, was I there?
She did the thing mocking the horny teenager moves.
Oh, Wellmania.
Yeah, Wellmania.
On Netflix.
Wellmania, yes.
I liked Wellmania.
That was
I like
good.
her, the main
Actress.
actor. She was really good.
Yes.
Yeah. She's funny. She cracks me up.
Yeah. No, she has some hilarious.
You don't know him either. Okay. Okay.
but he's actually, I bet you Thorn knows who that is. Thorn is like one of these like people that you would
What's
always
her
want to get
name?
on your.
I don't know her name on Wellmania.
You're in front of a PC.
I know, but I'm like in streaming mode. I'm not in research mode.
Okay.
Like,
Anyways, no, she was hilarious. That was a good show.
yeah, watch Wellmania, y'all.
And it-
We watched it. Okay, so
It actually had a really good.
it was
story
the
to it.
reason I watched it was because I found out like I was having heart problems, and she's like, she was about to turn 40,
Mhm.
and I'm 42, and found out I had heart problems, and I was having some health issues, and that's why I started watching Wellmania, and it was really funny because I could totally relate.
Other than the cocaine.
Other than the cocaine, that's true. But I could totally relate, especially when she was just like trying to like get some exercise in for the first time, and she was dying, and just the way I was like, I get it. But it was a really good show.
It was. It actually had a good story to it too.
Yeah,
It was.
it was really good.
So, Eclair Apartments, our beautiful apartment, not only is it a convenient place to cook, but I know for a fact that the people who live there have exceptional taste. Yeah, you do, because you're among them. All right, do you want me to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's see it.
So we did it in the courtyard. Now we're going to the apartments.
Yeah, I want to see it.
And I'll try not to mess up my
Hey,
circles.
Bash, how have you been?
Pretty flat out. You?
Same.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to go easy and just do the first 6.
Don't work too hard.
We won't.
I'm pushing buttons out of my mind here.
Yeah, honestly, I was just when I was trying to get through that very beginning portion, and I started skipping the scenes because I was just trying to get in the rhythm of things. I was happy that I was able to, and so I started going through that portion really quickly. You got it there. This one. Does this not look like a One Punch Man character?
Oh, dude. You're not kidding.
Yeah, it looks like he could be a hero. Or maybe a villain, but I think looks more like a hero to me.
That definitely. Pull it off. This lady took my hairpiece, though. Oh, this is new. So we got to do it twice. I see.
Ooh, that donut looks beautiful.
Especially with the strawberries on it.
Oh,
Azzy's
yeah.
not as big of a fan of putting berries on everything as I am, but that's how I live.
But I do like strawberry and chocolate together. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this freaking music. It's fun. I like it. So these are tea sandwiches. I've never had tea sandwiches. It's basically like a cucumber sandwich with mayo and onions.
Pretty much.
I didn't know that.
You're never gonna make it in the UK.
Now this customer looks like they would order
As an
something
Irish
like
guy, I'm
this.
proud of you for that.
Okay.
Screw them bean lovers. Why is it making punching noises?
Because you
I thought I
gotta.
was doing something wrong for a second. I was like, did I just hurt somebody?
Because you're turning into Emerald Lagasse and you're like, pow! Oh yeah, it's bam that he says, doesn't it? I haven't seen Emerald Lagasse in forever. I don't even know
I don't think anybody
he
has.
does anything anymore. I don't know. I remember that he used to have like food like products that you could buy in the store, but I haven't seen it in a while because I haven't been like looking for it.
Speaking of which, since we're talking about all the cooking and stuff, Hazzy had me clean up our appliances, and it is looking good.
Yes, I have been on his butt for years actually. Can you please create an area? We had a certain area in our like dining room area. It's not like a typical dining room. It like has we kind of eat at a bar. It has this big bar that we can eat at, and so that's where we eat at. And behind the bar, there's enough room where you can put like huge like a cabinet or shelving, and Nora's finally getting some shelving up, and we're getting all of our appliances put into one spot all together and making more room out of our kitchen for food. And I'm just so freaking thrilled about it. Because sometimes we would come home and I'm just like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this because like the appliances are taking up too much room.
But now the appliances have a space.
Yeah, it's
So
very
it's
nice.
All right, Rainbow Park, an old amusement park. It's full of hungry families that need a quick bite on the go. So, you want to see that one?
Yeah. It sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, is that it?
I guess so.
All right. Then.
I thought they were gonna tell us something else.
Take it easy to you too. I like his flowers.
I do
I need
too.
flowers for my beard.
Yes, you do need flowers for your beard.
Yes, it does mix. It definitely does. Especially now that like.
Okay, elephant in the room. What's with all the robots? They're delivery robots.
Yeah, what is with all the
Helianthans
robots?
aren't big on waiting in lines, so most people use delivery apps.
That robot just delivered food to a guy right over there. How lazy are these people?
Hey, it works for us. Delivery bots make people comfortable ordering food at odd times. Weddings, funerals, you name it. The trick is being at the right place at the right time for people to notice us.
I like that she's telling the story.
Yes.
But I know that while you're playing it, or at least I would have a hard time listening to it. You know what I mean? Because like I'm concentrating on making food and not really listening to what she's saying.
Oh, dang it, I did that wrong. Oh, come on now. All right, and then with square. There we go.
Oh my god, Dwayne, thank you so much for the raid.
Dwayne, how you been? How was the gamey game?
Yeah, how
with
was
the
your
vampires?
game? Did you do V Rising? How did it go?
He was rising the V.
He was rising the
Oh. This bananas or plantains?
What is this? Shout out. Oh yeah, that's right. Like I know we have a different shout out command now.
Oh man, I am messing things up.
That is our friend Dwayne Ice Cream Cone. He is an awesome member of our community. I just started streaming a little while ago, and he's been showing off V Rising, which is a survival game where you're a vampire. We played it with him. We're gonna go back eventually. I have too many bosses.
They have new content.
They have new content, and I am behind by a lot. But please go follow him. Amazing person of our community too. Thank you so much for the raid, Dwayne.
How have you been liking the new content? Like I was taking a look at the new gem stuff. It looked pretty good. You want to switch?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna switch, and now I'm gonna try to see if I. Now it's gonna take me a little while to get into the groove, I'm sure. But we're gonna play this for 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna jump into a puzzle game called The Shape of Things, which Nord will also be playing because it has remote play together, as I said earlier.
Yes. So that one allows us both to play. Dwayne says it's crazy learning the new items. That's cool. Yeah, I was looking at some of the gems specifically and the things that they're able to do for your abilities. It just looked really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to getting in on it. Are you picking your favorites, Hazzy?
No, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what
I'm picking things.
I honestly don't know what I'm doing. You unlocked the gun. How is the gun? Is it fun?
Oh yeah. They added pistols to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen too much on that.
Test taster upgrade a random ingredient to max. Okay.
Make sure you let Max know about that, Mix.
So it might take me a little while to get back into the swing of things here, so I'm always gonna do.
Elephant in the room.
You two have a great name together, by the way. That's like you two coming up with that. You did a good job. Hazzy and I, we had to get rid of a name a little while ago because it was getting associated with people that are not the best to be associated with.
Yeah.
Bots make people comfortable ordering food at odd times. Weddings.
So it's just easy to go with Hazzy and Nord.
You name it. The trick is being at the right place at the right time for people.
You're gonna have to be the talker because I gotta concentrate.
Sounds good to me. Oh wow. The artwork that they did on these people was fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The customers are.
I've just been so like tunnel visioned in on the orders.
I haven't used it yet, so can't tell you. Dwayne said, "Oh, okay. Well, let me know when you do."
Are you doing a public server, or are you doing one of your own? Is it a PvP server? What would you end up going with?
Hollandaise.
I'm confused. Was she just saying Hollandaise even though it wasn't actually going down?
Who knows? I'm just repeating stuff and trying to focus.
Okay.
So you have to be the entertaining one because I'm trying to concentrate.
I'll be entertaining. Oh sure, I'll get right on that. Okay, question. Do they do poutine at all in New Zealand?
I really think it's just a Canadian thing.
Yeah. Like I've been told though that it exists in other parts of the Anglosphere, but I don't. See, no, that's exactly what I expected. See, it was Canadian propaganda all along. I knew they were lying to me. You can't trust them. Them and their Canada geese coming in to attack and poop.
You're just mad because of Don't Starve Together. That's what it is, I think.
Well, that's true.
Moose Goose got you mad.
I have been terrified of the moose goose ever since. Fish and chips is our thing. Well, yeah, definitely. Like any place that's able to do fish and chips should be doing fish. It's freaking amazing.
Amazing, yes. Another thing I really can't eat much of anymore.
You folks have a lot of sheep too.
Ah, shoot!
Or is
I did
that just,
wrong.
or is that just like just one of those stereotypes? Because we're on the area that we're at is very, very, very hilly, and we're on 5.6 acres, and I've been wanting to introduce some animals. And among them, the ones that we're looking at are sheep, but probably goats first.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the punching. I just thought I messed up.
Yeah, I know. I was like, am I hitting somebody somewhere? Like, I'm sorry if I did that to you. Dwayne, worked a 7-hour shift today. Don't know if I told you guys. I'm working and...
Yeah, you told us that you started, I think, on Sunday afternoon. You had told us about something about that. How'd that go? What's going on?
And it's his third day doing it today, so congrats on the new job.
I hope it's going okay.
Hope they are giving you your proper respects.
I love this music. I love the soundtrack for this game.
The mix says fish and chips was their only takeaway food everywhere. So before the 80s and 90s when other stuff was added on. Well, that's still an awesome option. So we're fairly close to the coast here, but we specialize a lot more in shellfish.
Yeah.
Like that's much more of what our region is known for.
Where are you going?
In fact, the closest college, which Hazzy might be going to here soon, their mascot is the gooey duck.
Yeah. Oh, if y'all don't know what a gooey duck is, you gotta learn what a gooey duck. I've eaten gooey duck because they sell them at the Japanese store, and my grandmother had gotten it for us to try.
And if you're thinking it's anything like a duck, you're wrong.
It's not a duck. Like, it is not a duck. It's kind of weird, but I love that the mascot is a gooey duck. But yeah, I love it. But yeah, I'll probably be going back to school in fall of 2024 because I'm going to use this year to make sure I get the funds so I don't really have a lot of student debt, hopefully.
Hopefully,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Mick said, we export heaps of wool products. Lamb, huge industry in New Zealand. Not a generalization, just a fact. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd heard all sorts of good stuff about that. And in fact, when I was looking at different types of varieties that we could be able to get for raising on the property, and they're like, hey, this one comes from New Zealand, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, cool. So, but yeah. We are, we're on the very edge of beaver habitat here. And so we've been really when we first moved in here, late 2017, early 2018.
Yeah.
We really put a lot of effort into just allowing the landscape to regenerate and stuff. From damages that had existed from people living up in here previously. And then there's a creek that kind of works its way up that used to only flow in the winter, and now it flows most of the year.
I did that on accident.
What are you doing to that poor donut, Hazzy? A delicious-looking donut, though. I don't know what that last thing is that you put on it. Oh, was it hazelnut?
I have no idea. I'm staring at buttons right now. I don't know.
But, do I need to be quiet?
Oh, God. No, it's just me and my brain. My brain keeps thinking...
You and your brain.
My brain keeps thinking... I know I'm running out. I'll just redo it. My brain keeps thinking that the square is circle, and the circle is square.
Are you doing Xbox buttons on a PlayStation controller?
No, I think my brain is just mixed. Like, you know how my brain sometimes mixes the things the opposite way? I think that's what's happening right now.
Dyslexia sucks.
Hey, Baz.
Didn't we see this? We did see this.
I thought so.
Yeah. Let's get right back.
But yeah, we at the very bottom end of the property, there's beaver habitat, and it's been working its way up slowly. And we've been able to encourage a lot of other native wildlife to return, flora and fauna. And like today when Hazzy went outside, we had so many dragonflies, which we had a really, really hot day a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
The whole heat dome thing that happened in the
Pacific
it killed
them all off. There were no we had swallows here that had a nest on our garage, and the babies died, and it was really sad. Yeah, that was a bad summer. It took a while for everything to come back.
Yeah,
it was kind of eerie after it was done because you couldn't hear any birds.
Yeah, you constantly are hearing the wildlife around here, and then after that 113, 114 degree day, it was the quietest it had been ever since we'd been up here. But I would say around this point we're getting pretty much a full recovery. We got lots of dragonflies coming back. We got lots of just all sorts of wildlife coming back. We've been seeing rabbits everywhere lately. Along with just lots of snakes and newts and salamanders and stuff returning as well. So it's pretty cool.
Banana slugs too.
Mix flip stuff too. Yep. Yeah, it's... Yeah, Hazzy's been dealing with that, and...
What's going on? What? Oh. Are we starting? Okay. I didn't understand what was happening.
It's all good. You got it.
I don't understand what's happening with this one. Okay, so square.
And then you gotta hit circle.
Circle.
You gotta hit it a question mark number of times. So you gotta keep hitting it until it tells you you've done it.
How do I know when it tells? I was just doing it until it moved on, but it didn't.
Yeah, you got to be paying attention to the feedback on it. The question mark ones are annoying.
Okay,
because you don't know how many times to do it.
Yeah, but how do I know when it's done? I don't know what's happening when it's happening.
You just have to be paying attention as you go. You have
you
have to be following for
I
feedback.
guess? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's hard. That's rough. For real. I'm gonna try it one more time. The question mark one was hard. Maybe you can help me with that. Coach, you need to coach me, coach.
Okay.
Oh shoot, that was my bad.
But yeah, on that note, Mix, it's really great that you've brought up those sorts of things, because I'm dealing with a number of disabilities as related to head injuries and other things and stuff, and so it's really good to be able to see people actually coming forward on these things, because it's something that a lot of us live with and still make the most of our lives with it. So that's awesome. Thank you for the lurk.
Yeah, thank you for the lurk.
We are about to be switching to the next game after Hezzy gets this one, too. Ooh, you got that first try. Good work. Those double ones I have trouble with sometimes. So I'm digging the music on this. I just hope, like as we were saying earlier, I hope Twitch is cool with it.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, rather than being like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this. What is that?
I don't know. I'm just making it. I don't know. I just work here.
So a puzzle game.
I'm happy with the way I move. I'm happy with the way I move.
Yes, yes. The next one is a puzzle game. Indeed, Dwayne.
Oh, I gotta hold it down. Sorry.
I love watching you work.
This is a positive song, and I freaking love it. Oh, shoot.
This lady's dress, it makes me think of that one show, Chowder. Like they
I was thinking of Steven Universe.
Yes, but remember how in Chowder, the pattern would stay the same even as they were moving?
Oh yeah, I like that. That was really interesting.
It was an interesting way of doing the art, and it kind of looks like they're doing something similar with her dresser.
I might take something a little easier. I don't know why.
Go for it. It's all about winning. Or having fun. I am not good at doing mac and cheese this way. I always add the cheese with the mac rather than just throwing the macaroni in and then the cheese later. I do not know how you do that. Pretty incredible.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Calabrese.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
So that's the type of bun you're referring to. Okay. That's a new one for me. Calabrese. Pepper jack, onions. I'm digging this one. I would have put some sauce on that though too. All right, batter.
Maybe they don't want sauce.
Panko. Sugar, ketchup.
Bon appetit.
Really? Sugar on a corn dog.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Huh. Really? All right, Dwayne said, you remember when you had to make scourge stones in V Rising? You needed glass? Yeah. Now you don't. It's just Waitstone and Grave Dust. Oh, that's convenient.
That's really convenient.
That's a good change because, God, remember how much farming we were doing
Woo!
on
I
that?
did it. Because I went with the easier one. I was saying go with the hard. If I went with the harder one, we probably would have been there a little bit. So I'm thinking.
Hey, you still knocked out Rainbow Park. That's what's important.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We are at 2 hours.
So
and
what
4
we'll
minutes.
so this is what I want to do. Let's check out the canals real quick, and
Okay.
and I'll try, and then we will go to the shape of things. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay. Canals.
Dude, this town is awesome.
Yes, it looks cool. Bree thinks the old canals would be a relaxing place to cook. She might be onto something. All right.
I've never been in one of these cities that has canals running through.
I haven't.
You know, like Venice and yeah. I would like to check that out.
And right on time.
Oh, I resume. Sorry.
You're like, shut up and give me my food.
Thanks, ladies.
Yeah, they changed how high some of the stuff stacks as well. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they've done a lot of quality of life changes. That's good to know. Thanks for letting us know about that, Dwayne. Also, I'm not sure if you heard earlier. Are you doing your own server? Are you doing a public one? Is it PvP? What are you specifically doing at the moment? Quit punching people, has he? Jeez. PvE public. All right, cool. I know Jade has a server availability. I haven't.
I think that it might almost be full. There's like one spot left. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I will have to go check.
Forget what I said. I was about to say I haven't taken her up on it yet, but if that's the case, then it might be too late.
We just schedules and everything don't always work out very well lately.
Yeah, we have been all about a lot of other games, and then we had a whole bunch of IRL stuff come up this month, so. Was it on the server that you had previously been working on, or did you go to a new one with this new content?
Yum!
I believe in you. You masher of beef.
Enjoy!
Smasher of beef. Just call me Rocky. Oh shoot, I just messed up. Like,
You know, I never really paid attention to the stuff happening off the sides of the screen before this.
yeah, I know. Even I had having a hard time with it.
Bon appetit!
I hear you. Didn't know if you read my chat about working again, but I had to start over, and apparently they are doing rolling restarts. Oh, okay.
Oh shoot.
So you did start over completely, and how many restarts have taken place since you since the new patch came out? Well, maybe if we throw enough jalapenos on poutine, you would eat it.
Maybe, yes. Just leave the brown gravy off. Oh, shoot.
Fries,
I
curds.
don't know why I did that.
All right, now they're doing gravy, so no. That's a no for you. Yes, fresh. None but the next one is in like 160 days or so, I think. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, the restarts aren't that frequent. Okay, yeah, that seems to be fine. Did you get a pretty good spot for a castle then? I like those kind of pickles. Not that it makes any difference, really, to cut them that direction, as opposed to cutting them the widthways or whatever. But I like it more that way.
And that was the canals. High five.
Way to go.
Okay.
As he's like, I'm just going to show you, and then she's like, I'm going to ace it.
I messed up a couple of times there, but
whatever.
But I was able to do it.
Dwayne, I think they are just doing 6-month resets.
Hmm.
Well, nope, but you can have many floors though. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that still kind of makes up for it. So yeah, even if you can't have an ideal spot, it probably works. Oh, I also heard that the horses are better now too. So even if you do got to get around.
Okay, y'all. That was Cook Serve Forever. I like that it has a narrative and everything. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like the music and I like the aesthetics. I think the artwork is really nice. Yeah, I think this is one I could bring when you're not here. I could bring on stream and just play this because I can see myself zoning out and just doing it. But yeah, I really like this game and I can't wait to see more. Yeah, I want to see more of the story and stuff, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do when they have co-op. So if you're interested in the game, please be sure to go check it out on Steam. The link is up in chat. Please give it a wish list. It helps